Hey there, Enraged Bard here. Today the mod is Chains of Time, by Betalil, author of the More to Do series, Cyrodiilic collections, Shadow Song, Morag Tong, and many more. I'm here with Runa, and I do need to explain. I'm showing you the intro to the mod, starts in the Winterhold Inn, and this lady leads you across the Sea of Ghosts. For anybody who's concerned, this is set after the events in Chanterelle. I just couldn't wait to play a new mod. Runa is still stuck at sea, just landing in the chain.
Hopefully, this will make me feel better.
Also, by the way, this lady led me through so many monsters. I fought a Gehenoth, 2 frost giants, an angry spirit, bandits, and a couple necromancers. Your mileage may vary. I'm in my year 220 power creep version of Skyrim. Anyway, we end up at this shack.
What is it?
How are you?
Oh, my head. Where am I?
Skyrim. You were found drifting in the Abyssinian Sea.
What? Skyrim? I was in the chain. What happened? I have to go back to the chain.
What's the chain?
Something really important happened to the chain. I have to go back there before anything worse happens.
You're in no shape for that right now. Tell me what happened.
The Thalmor. The Thalmor is playing around with an artifact that should not be meddled with. The last thing I remember is a kind of magical shockwave that blew me away. And then, nothing. Until I woke up here. So far away from the chain.
This stellar voice acting was done by a large team of voice actors, by the way.
When was this?
Not so long ago, I'd found a small group of Thalmor that was experimenting on an artifact. But that artifact was extremely unstable. It randomly opened portals left and right, with some creatures getting out of them sometimes. I don't know what this is, but it seems like they haven't been able to control it yet. Oh, no. Hopefully they still haven't.
That sounds bad. Do you know where they are?
Maybe. I managed to infiltrate one of their boats when they were going around the islands of the chain. They're probably there now. Somewhere. Hidden. Plotting about controlling the world. They are Thalmor, after all.
Did you really think going alone against the Thalmor was a good idea?
You don't know me. None of you do. But that's really not what matters right now. The Thalmor probably had more than enough time to experiment on the artifact. I can't let that happen. I have to go to the chain.
Well, what do you think? What do you want to do?
Well, if he's speaking the truth, then the Thalmor's up to nothing good. But it's not like we can do anything about it anyways. I'm just a sailor.
Do you know anything about the chain?
Yes, I work there. The chain is an archipelago of small islands out in the Abyssinian Sea. I could take him there if he wants, but I'm not sure if he can travel in such a bad state. Not mentioning the fact that he does sound a bit crazy right now.
What is it?
What are you gonna do if we take you to this place?
What do you think? I'll stop the Thalmor from meddling with the artifact. No one knows what they would be capable of if they actually managed to control it.
You're not in good shape. Think you could handle the trip?
Yes. I will mostly rest, but I can do it.
He keeps losing his facial tattoos, probably because of my skin mods or overlays.
He seems very dedicated to going back to the chain.
Fine. Well, I'm ready to go when he is. Although, I would appreciate it if someone else could come along to take care of him. I cannot sail and tend to his needs at the same time. Also, it would make me feel safer, you know?
Well, of course I'm going. Figured that was a given.
Perfect. I don't know what I got you into, but hopefully we will find out soon enough. I'm Rilia, by the way. It's a pleasure to meet you, kind stranger.
Name's Runa. Thanks for taking us.
I would have had to return there anyway. At least the trip will be more fun with 2 more passengers. Hop on the boat whenever you're ready.
I'm going with this little island could be anywhere in the Sea of Ghosts. For story purposes, she's still lost at sea.
Can I do anything for you? Welcome to the Chain. The village right by the docks is called Seville. There's a marketplace there if you need anything. I gave our mystery man all the supplies to build a small camping site. You should talk to him to find a place to settle down. I don't recall there being an inn in Seville.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Thanks for everything.
No problem. Come back to me if you want to travel back to Skyrim. I'll stay here for a bit before going back to work.
Good day. Greetings. Fine.
It looks like Runa's dirty and I'm trying to wash it off, but it took me till the mod was over to realize it's a disease.
All right, we're in the Chain. What now?
This place. What happened here?
What do you mean?
Everything is purple and dark. This is a tropical island. It should have palm trees and huge flowers. What happened here?
You sure it's not your condition? Weren't you just here? How do you feel?
Slightly better, but I still need some time to recover. We should set camp somewhere here before I collapse on the floor.
Sounds like a great idea. You know, it makes sense. There's no inn if they don't get a lot of visitors.
Do you want to be my mommy?
Sorry, kid. Already got 2 of my own. I was an orphan, too. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a warrior. Like the one in Rivercrest who fought dragons and bad people.
Do you like the Chain?
It was so cold in Cyrodiil. I like it better here. So much warmer.
This seems like a good spot for a camp. You should rest.
Thank you for helping me. I owe you one. That makes me think. I didn't even tell you who I am. My name is Nicholas Gavinius, but people call me the Warrior.
That's an awfully specific yet very generic nickname. I'm a warrior, too. Name's Runa.
I agree. It's not a very original name, but I've grown quite fond of it. I was raised by an enchanter in Cyrodiil. Name's Martin. When I was just a little boy, he had to flee from the Thalmor. And I never heard of him after that. All I did know is that he met someone called the Warrior of Rivercrest. Since then, I tried to find him. But all I did was find out more and more about Thalmor's schemes. Then I decided to focus on fighting them instead. I guess it's my own way to get revenge on them. For taking away my father. That's where the name comes from. I had to hide my identity. It came almost naturally to me. But enough of this. I still need to rest.
All right, what now?
I'll be around here, laying down a bit. But if you still have energy, maybe you could visit the town of Seville. If the Thalmor has been doing some experiments near here, surely the villagers will know something about it. You could start there. I will join you whenever I can.
Need something?
Hey, why's everything purple?
Well, my father says it all started because of magic, and that we have to stay away from it. But I think if we knew how to control magic, we could protect the city and make great things like magical boats and magical flying boats.
You'd be surprised.
Goodbye.
What do you want?
Do you know why everything's purple?
No, I don't. But I wouldn't be shocked if it was caused by some kind of filthy magic.
Filthy? Why do you say that?
Have you seen this land? Have you seen how purple it is? How dark? What could have caused this but magic?
Not really that dark. Seen anything magical lately?
Sometimes at night, I swear I can see some purple lights outside in the sky. But going out there at night is like having a death wish, and it's not like my friends here can fight.
I'll keep a lookout. I can fight.
Sure, I don't know if you'll find anything, but come back to me if you do.
Sure.
You've been around these parts before? You seem vaguely familiar.
That sounds like a pickup line. No, I've never been here.
Need something?
Do you know why everything's purple?
No, I don't. But I quite like the purple trees and plants. It makes the island very unique, don't you think?
Yeah, it doesn't seem strange to me.
Come back soon.
What can I do for you?
How's trade?
To be honest, not so well. It's so rare to have foreigners like you coming around here. But we can survive with just the village's needs, so it's alright.
Where do you get supplies?
From my sister. She works at a small farm right outside of town. And with the flowers she makes, I can make lots of pastries. Check them out. I'm sure you will like them.
I'd call myself a soup connoisseur, since soup constantly regens stamina, and it also counts as food and drink for Sunhelm.
Can I help you?
Do you know why everything's purple?
Not really. I just know it's related to magic.
Magic, what happened?
20 years ago, some kind of magic surge went through the island. At first, nothing really happened until some tiny portals started turning the sand into black sand. All the usual plants died, and we thought it was the end of the island until some purple aspen trees started growing. Soon enough, almost everything started turning purple, even the animals. Many people left, probably too afraid that something would happen to them.
So did you ever find out what caused it?
We never did. Eventually, the purple invasion, which is the name we gave it, stopped. The parts of the island that are infected still grow purple plants, but the black sand has stopped spreading. Whatever caused this is not to be meddled with. We are lucky enough to not have been affected by it. I don't know what would happen if this took place in one of the big cities of Chanterelle.
Do you think it could have been caused by an Elder Scroll?
The fact that it was specifically mentioned means it almost certainly will be an Elder Scroll.
An Elder Scroll? I thought those were only legends, but since we don't know anything about the power of the Elder Scrolls, I suppose, yes, maybe they could have been the cause of all of this.
Ah, the Elder Scrolls, the power of plot for whatever you need them to be.
Something troubling you?
Huh? Yes, there is.
Need help?
I'm something of a
hero
myself.
Sure, I guess he could be of help. There's a boat close to the docks with refugees inside fleeing from the Thalmor. Usually I would go there and give them some supplies, but I suppose you can do it if you have time.
Sure.
Oh, good. Take these. There's a rowboat at the docks. Just navigate straight ahead, and you'll find the boat.
Gonna look for more quests in town before I venture out.
Need something?
Do you know why everything's purple?
I don't. I was just a little girl when it happened. Sometimes I feel like it's always been like that.
Noticed anything unusual around the island lately?
Unusual? Well, now that you mention it, there are some ruins close to the mountains. Abandoned for ages. But for the past few days I have been hearing some noises coming from there. I don't know anything else, but it is rather unusual.
I'll check it out.
Be careful out there.
Whoa, what is this guy?
Hello? What are you? Are you hurt?
I don't know if I would call that a bellow.
Maybe I can find somebody who can help.
Maybe a groan or growl. Oh, Skyrim? Oh, buddy, I can only strain the story so much. I guess I'll come back to him. Huh, Lamias. Cool.
Tell me, outsider.
What you doing here?
Our eggs. The pirates took our eggs.
I'll help you.
You will. We have waited such a long time for someone to aid us in our struggle.
Only if you promise not to attack the humans of the village.
Do not be afraid. We do not seek troubles. As long as the outsiders leave us in peace, there shall be no fights.
Cool, be right back. Maybe I can talk some sense into these guys. I could offer them some gold, or they'll just attack me on sight. I just bisected your companions. Do you really want to continue? Didn't have to be this way.
Hey, a new outfit. Nah, no Sheo for Runa. She's much more of a straight arrow than Destana. Refused to become a werewolf to join the circle. Of course, Destana abolished those rules later on. Hey, I found a unicorn in Chanterelle. It'll either be part 2 or 3. I don't mind if it just kind of teleports to where I am. Eventually she'll get Shadowmere back, and I'll probably give the unicorn to Kin. Okay, bye.
Here they are.
You have recovered our eggs. My people rejoice. Most consider us monsters, but you helped us. You have made me very happy, outsider. We will never forget your generosity and compassion. Remember, outsider, we are allies now. When you require our help, all you need to do is ask.
I don't usually choose violence. It chooses me, even with what others would call monsters. There were Lamias in the ruins.
Oh, by the divines, no! I mean, I think. Is it a bad thing?
So you can read my facial expression.
So they're peaceful invaders.
I saved their eggs and they promised to leave the village alone.
Impressive. Maybe you can get them to buy my vegetables as well. Thank you for checking the ruins. At least now I know what to expect if I ever go there. Here, take these. They're fresh from today's harvest.
Oh boy, cabbages. Actually, according to real myth, Lamias eat children, though that might not be the case here. Maybe a case of fantasy racism. You know, one thing I appreciated about Piandinea was how much swimming I had to do. I think more new mods should have underwater combat. Not even Siren Root had that, because it's an obscure Nemesis plugin.
Just leave me alone.
Okay.
Hello.
Oren sent these from Seville.
Oh! The food arrived! Thank you very much!
Welcome. I'll be going now.
No, wait! I was wondering... I was wondering if you could ask Oren if he knows a place on the island where I could stay. I mean, I think I'm starting to go crazy on this boat. I just want to be on the ground again, to touch the sand, to stop being swayed by the waves. Please.
I know the feeling. I'll talk to him.
Thank you. I'll be waiting for you.
Can I help you?
Fabian's going crazy at sea. Is there anywhere he can stay?
Well, they could always have a tent, but they refused it when I offered them. Something about the purple invasion. I think there might be an abandoned tower not far from town. Maybe you could have a look there and see if it's decent enough to serve as a refuge.
Those look like some big bugs. Oh, they're dregs or trews or whatever. They're very resilient too. And ignoring my shot. Ooh, dealing a lot of damage. Ugh, an even bigger one. And immune to arrows, apparently. Ow. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Maybe put my best foot forward. They seem to just ignore arrows though, so I don't know what options I have. Something I don't really ever do. Dual-wield greatswords. What the heck? They just don't take damage from ranged attacks. Or something. That first one did when I was on top of the tower. Ugh. Oh god, they're getting smarter. I'm running. Time to use my dodging skills. Anybody who gets motion sickness, I'm sorry. But I kind of play really twitchy. Especially when I'm in danger. That is just a habit. It's not doing anything. The scariest part is their hitboxes are not clearly defined, so it's hard to tell when they're going to hit me. I don't know how that didn't hit. Whew. Well, I survived. And now my reward. That is fitting for the Druze. A chitin armor. And it's an upgrade only because she's so heavily spec'd into heavy armor. Thank you, Gear Spreader. And goodbye, Pirate Hat, because you're light armor and I have the Face of Death perk. Looks kind of janky with the shoulder pads, but I'll live with it for now.
Do you need something?
The tower was filled with land dregs and eggs.
Oh no. And these filthy creatures are very hostile as well. I don't want to throw people in the tower where they could potentially die. I guess I'll have to find something else. In the meantime, could you head back there and tell Fabian about what happened?
But I killed them all. How is that not an option?
Hey!
I talked to Orin, but the tower he suggested was infested with creatures.
No. That is so bad. But, if I may ask, what kind of creatures were they?
Land dregs. Don't tell me you have some sort of way to speak with dregs.
I have a great idea! Do you think you could find some Landro chitin for me? I could make great things with it!
I mean, you could just live in the tower. But okay, here's some chitin.
Thank you so much! I will make a tent with it. It should be strong enough to protect me from the wind and the sand.
Also, you could have just asked us to lend you a tent.
What do you mean? I could? Well, too late now.
Purple investigation time.
Yes?
I found a random portal. I think you should come see.
What? I have to see that. Let's go. I don't know what's happening here, but I certainly don't like it. Was this gigantic thing there when you arrived here?
Yep, that's a portal, all right.
I'm scared. I don't know if I can do this. I'll go back to town, warn the villagers. If you want to try anything heroic, now's the time.
I've seen bigger portals. Some of the old Oblivion gate shells in Cyrodiil are still there from 200 years ago, and they're gargantuan compared to this.
I am, however, going to temper my armor, since I found out I can't turn off breakable equipment, and the MCM is messed up so I can't adjust anything. And I can't dump the mod because it corrupts saves, so I gotta live with it.
Damien taught me this one. I kinda miss my nerd brothers. Never thought it'd be useful because I never thought I'd have to maintain my own armor. Fenrir showed me the basics of smithing.
That's it for today. Thanks for watching.